Hi, Algebra 1. This is going over the homework from last time. So we want to graph these equations. So this has a y-intercept of 0, 5, which is up here. And you have a slope of 1, so up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. You can also go down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, and draw in your line of best fit. And then your other equation, let's do that in a purple. So you have a y-intercept of positive 2. You have a slope of negative 2 over 1, so down 2, right 1, or up 2, left 1. Well, look at that. That's where it crosses. So that appears to be the solution to that is negative 1, comma 4. That's where that point crosses. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. This one has a point of negative 1 and 5. So negative 1, 5 is up here. I have a slope of 3, so I'm going to go up 3, right 1. I can also go down 3, left 1, down 3, left 1. And then this one has a y-intercept of positive 1, slope of negative 1/2. So I'm going to go down 1, right 2. I can also go up 1, left 2. And look at that. We can see where it crosses right away, which is right there. So that appears to be negative 2, comma 2. Excuse me. Our next problem, we have a y-intercept of positive 3. So I'm going to go down a slope of negative 3 over 4. So down 3, right 4, down 3, right 4. Connect those dots. And this one we have a point of negative 3, 8. So negative 3, 8. Right up there. We have a slope of 2 over 1. So I'm going to go up 2, right 1. Or I can go down 2. It looks like I can see where it crosses right there. That appears to be at negative 4, 6. And of course, sometimes you might be off a little bit because, like me, you're not drawing your lines perfectly straight. Number 4, we have a point. Oops, get rid of that. We have a point at negative 1, 3 for this one. So negative 1, 3 is right there. We have a slope of negative 3 over 4. So I'm going to go down 3, right 4. I can also go up 3, left 4. There's that line. This one, we have a y-intercept of 3. Slope of 2 over 1. So I'm going to up 2, right 1. Or I can go down 2, right 1. Ooh. Hey, Tim. So that appears as kind of cross there at 0, 2. This one we have a y-intercept of negative 3. Slope of 2, so up 2, right 1. Up 2, right 1. Up 2, right 1. We can also go down 2, left 1. This has a point of negative 4, 9. So negative 4, 9. We're up there. I have a slope of negative 2 over 1. So from here, I'm going to go down 2, right 1. 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 There we go. And now I can see where it crosses. So it appears that my solution is 1, negative 1 for a point. This one we have a point at negative 6, 5. Negative 6, 5 is like here. We have a slope of negative 2, so I'm going to go down 2, right 1. 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 That should be enough. There's that line. This has a y-intercept of negative 2. We have a slope of 1/2, so I can go up 1, right 2. But I can also go down 1, left 2. Now I can see where it crosses. That looks, it's crossing at -2, -3. There's your solution. All right, we worked these in class, and I believe Anthony's would have been $5 per pizza plus 25. Pizza Hut was just $10 per pizza. So we'll graph this one in purple. Notice our graph, we have a y-intercept of positive 25, a slope of up 5, right 1, up 5, right 1, up 5, right 1. And the reason I'm only going up 1 is because they're counting by 5s. So this is our Pizza Hut situation. Let's do this one in pink. This is a y-intercept of 0. And I'm going to go up 10, right 1, up 10, right 1, up 10, right 1, up 10, right 1, up 10, right 1. So now I can see where they cross at. Cross right there, don't they? Which is at 550. So that's the point of intersection, 0.5, 50. So what does that mean in the context? So if you buy 5 pizzas from either store, you pay $50. That's all it is. But it looks like, the pink is growing faster. So after 5 pizzas, you're spending more on Pizza Hut than you would be on Anthony's for pizzas. So kind of weird. It says if Carlos and Andrea need to order 15 pizzas, what's the better deal? Well, I have y equals 5x plus 25, and I have y equals 10x. So if you plug 15 in, 5 times 15 plus 25, 5 times 15, I believe, is 75 plus 25. That's 100. And then if I were to plug 15 in for that, that's going to give me 150. So your better rate is Anthony's. This is the better. Okay, it's less money. All right, and then you remember this. We did work this in class, these equations. So you have Carlos. Carlos just pays $15 total. There's not even X. It's just going to be a horizontal line. And the other person is going to pay $5 up front and then $1 per game. So they pay $5 up front and $1 a game. So y equals 15 is just here. It's a horizontal line. The other one, we're at 5. So I'm going to go up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. Keeps going just like this. So that right there appears to be where it crosses at 10, 15. So the point of intersection is 10, 15. What does this mean in the context? This means that 15 games or 10 games in, it's equal money at $15. Which deals should they get? It depends. Are they going to play? If you're going to play more than 10 games, then Carlos has the better deal. If you're not going to play more than that, then he doesn't. And that's all we have. All right, so you should be getting a new page for notes. Let me just get over to that, which looks like this. So notes for 5.3. So we went over 5.2 just now. We're going to start a new method of graphing called the cover method. So let's review a couple of the methods that we've already used. So this has a y-intercept because it doesn't have any parentheses at 0, 3, and you have a slope of 2 over 1. This one, we have a point, so it's going to be opposite of the -2, so it's positive 2, and -7, and you have a slope of 4. So I'm going to bring up I'm going to have a heart that we're going to use. Okay. So this is called the cover method. when x and y are on the same side, this method works really well. It finds where it crosses the x and the y axis. So this 0 here is a y value. So I'm going to cover with y value. So 3 times what number gives me 12? The answer is 4. Then you go over to the other one. You're like, okay, this is x value is 0, so I'm going to cover that up. So negative 2 times what number gives me 12? And that would be negative 6. So we would be able to graph those 2 points. Okay, so the cover method works pretty nicely, okay? Let's take a look on the next page. So we have a y-intercept at 0, 4 on this one because of that 4. I have a slope of negative 1, down 1, right 1. Connect the dots. For the second problem, we have a point at negative 4. Remember, it's opposite, coming out of the parentheses, negative 3. So negative 4, negative 3. It's right there. We also have a slope of negative 2 over 1. So I'm going to go down 2, right 1. And that's how we're going to graph this one. Now we're going to get into the cover method. So the first thing on cover method, I always feel, is go 0, comma, blank, blank, comma, 0. Okay? And we're going to use our heart again. So this right here is an x value, so I'm going to cover that up. So negative y times what number gives me 6, and that would have to give me negative 6. So 0, negative 6 is down here. Now I'm going to use this same dot. This is a y value, so I'm going to cover up y value. So 2 times what number gives me 6, and that would be 3. Now look at that. I have my 2 points. And you could probably even find your slope from that. You can just say, oh, I can count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right 1, 2, 3. So you could have a slope of 6 over 3, which is 2 over 1. Okay, if you reduce it. All right, let's try this other one. Again, I'm going to have 0, comma, blank, blank, comma, 0. Grab my heart. This right here is an x value. So 2 times what number gives me 12? That would be 6. So I get 0, 6 right up there. And then this one, this is a y value. So negative 3 times what number gives me that? And that would give me negative 4. And then the last two are just special cases. So x equals negative 2. It's just going to be a vertical line at negative 2. Y equals 4 is going to be a horizontal line just like that. And that's all we have. The worksheet you're given, work on that, and have a great day.